I'm here today at Marriott Vacation Club, Kauai Lagoons, also called Kalanipu'u, and it's also a Grand Residences by Marriott property. If you're planning a trip here in the future, or even if you aren't, you want to see a spectacular property, you're going to want to check it out right after this. Hello and welcome to Destination Timeshare. I'm Jeremy. We're getting ready to take you on a tour of this resort, Marriott's Kauai Lagoons here in Kauai. If you're wanting to plan a trip here, let me tell you, this is a really difficult resort to book. Through both Marriott.com, specifically and especially through Interval International, the best way to book here is with Marriott Vacation Club Abound Club Points. Maybe you already own Abound Club Points. That is the best way to get in here. But if you don't, you're going to want to get some and you want to buy them resale. And there's no better place to buy them than a timeshare broker. Our partner, a timeshare broker, they have dozens of listings available for purchase on their website. So head over there, check it out, use the link in the description below, the first pinned comment, or scan the QR code right here on the screen. A timeshare broker, they're not just any timeshare broker, a timeshare.com. Check them out and get incredible savings versus purchasing direct from Marriott Vacation Club. There's nothing better than resale timeshare ownership. I'd like to thank a timeshare broker for sponsoring today's video. We're here today at Marriott Vacation Club, Kauai Lagoons Kalanipu'u. I guess that's maybe how you pronounce it. I'm sure I butchered that. But anyway, it's also a Grand Residences by Marriott property, but it's a small resort here on the beautiful island of Kauai in Hawaii. And we're going to check it out. 3 buildings, not a whole lot of units. I really don't know the actual count. But we're going to start on this side of the buildings, kind of all parking down through here. We do kind of have a little bit of a lagoon path that I'll show you. We'll make our way to the fitness center, the activities room, and then we'll make our way over to the pool and the beautiful views that they have here at this resort. So no further ado, let's get going. All right, so here we are, kind of just in the parking areas that are on this side of the buildings. And as you can see here, kind of all exterior corridors, hallways into these units. They are beautiful units. We'll get a look at the patios and the balconies of them on the other side. But yeah, just over here we do have that kind of lagoon pathway here. Just kind of goes along the lagoon here and it ends up there. You can kind of go out here, stroll along the lagoon down towards where the fitness center and activity center are. So we're just going to make our way down there first, check that out. Then we're going to stop up here. There is a main check-in lobby and registration, and we'll walk through that and start getting a look at those gorgeous views. So there's that main check-in lobby and registration. Pull up here, you can drop your bags off, though they don't really have any kind of bell services. Really easy to get your luggage and whatnot to your room. They also do have luggage carts available for you to use. Then over here we just have some nice views of this little lagoon. And right down below me is that lagoon path. As we're making our way along Building B here, I do want to point out these bicycles, they did indicate to me that they have complimentary bicycle kind of rentals, but you're not really renting it because it's complimentary. Just see them at the front desk, sign a waiver, and they'll let you utilize the bicycles. I believe they said from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So take advantage of that if you want to bicycle around the area here near the resort. So let's continue down here. We have kind of the fitness center and activity center down at the very end. This resort, well, it's not very big. It's pretty spread out. You have kind of a long stretch of buildings. We'll get a better look at those when we get on the other side near the pool and take a look at it from there. Okay, so now we're here near Building A, and this here is the fitness center and activity center in here. And I was a little confused by this because it says fitness center and resort activities straight ahead. Lagoon path is that way, but I also noticed it said Hokula, a Timbers resort, which this isn't a Timbers resort, but I understand kind of the dilapidated old mall area that's behind this building. It's actually owned by Timbers. They actually own and operate what used to be, or was supposed to be, I guess, a Ritz-Carlton Residences. I'll show you that towards the end of the video. I'll be able to point out where that is. But this kind of makes you think that the fitness center and resort activities is part of the Timbers resort. It is not. And actually, when I asked the front desk about it, they had no clue what I was talking about. They didn't even know that this said a Timbers resort even on the sign. But anyway, we're going to go in here, take a look at the activity center, then we'll stop by the fitness center real quick too. Yeah, so here's the activity center. It looks like they have it set up for some type of arts and crafts. They do have billiards or pool over here, ping pong, giant Connect 4, some places to kind of sit and relax. Now, I remember many years ago, we were here back in either 2012 or 2013, and I remember this being a really nice kind of hospitality suite. It had really big television, sofas, sectionals, chairs. You could come and relax here if you had a late afternoon or even evening flight, but it doesn't look like it's anything the same as what I remember. I don't think I'm misremembering. There are restrooms over in the fitness center. I remember using those. I remember getting changed before our flight. but now it's just an activity center. Maybe it was at the time before, but I don't remember that being the case. I remember it being more of a hospitality suite. But yeah, now it's just an activity center. But now we've seen that, let's head out here and we'll make a stop by the fitness center. So just inside here is the fitness center. Pretty good sized fitness center. It's actually really, really large. Lots of treadmills, ellipticals. You have your kind of standard weight equipment. Over here, some additional weight equipment. And then they do also have dumbbells there. So really good sized fitness center. It actually seems really big for the amount of rooms at the property. And they do also have lockers here. And there might be restrooms. Yep, there's restrooms here as well. So yeah, really nice fitness center here. So take advantage of that if you're wanting to exercise while on vacation here on Kauai. We'll now make our way back outside here. I'm going to show you something kind of neat here at this end of the property before we make our way back up to the lobby and check out the pool. Yeah, so over here we have some beautiful views out to the Pacific Ocean. There is a sign there that says private property, no shoreline access. This area here, kind of that dilapidated old mall. According to the front desk, it kind of went awry after Hurricane Iniki. What was that, back in 1992? This area kind of all closed down, really in really rough shape, kind of dilapidated shape. But if you want some really nice views, you can come down here and take a look at those. And then around here, if we go all the way over here, we can see down here a lighthouse. I believe that's the Nanini Point Lighthouse. So there is actually a pathway over there. You can get to it in a roundabout way. And I'll put a link down in the description box below to Doug's Timeshare Travels. He has a video where he actually went over there, and I believe he actually walked down to the beach. There's no beach access from this resort. So if you're wanting to sit on the beach, this is not the right property for you, but the views are spectacular. Pool's pretty cool. So yeah, if you want the beach, you can go over there, make the trek down kind of a really steep embankment. No services, nothing like that. I believe some surfers actually utilize the beach over there. Yeah, really, really cool views here from this property down towards Nanini Point. But now let's head back up this way. We'll pick it back up in the lobby. So here we are just outside the main lobby. Let's head inside and take a look. Yeah, so just a small lobby here. They do have the main check-in and registration. There's also a concierge here and a small Marketplace Express. Don't be expecting much, but it looks like they have some baseball caps for this resort. So you know what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be buying myself one of those. So yeah, just a few little sitting areas, not really too much going on in the lobby area here. So now that we've seen that, let's head out the back and make our way to the views, the pools, and maybe even a little more. Yeah, so that was the main lobby. Not really all that big of an area, not a place you're really going to probably hang out. As great as the rooms are here, you're probably going to spend a lot of time in your room, at the pool, or exploring the island of Kauai. Now let's make our way down here. We have a few gas grills. They have some over here, and then they have some down here. I'll show you these ones over here. All right, before we make our way to those gas grills, I want to kind of show you the buildings here and kind of how they're set up. Way down at the end there, it's kind of blocked by a lot of trees. We have building A, and then right here we do have building B. And then the main lobby was right there we would come out of. On the other side of that is building C. To understand the views here, they have island view, ocean view, and ocean front. So in buildings C and B, first and second floor, island view, third and fourth floor are ocean view. And then kind of down there in building A, we can actually only see kind of one half of it. That half that we see is actually first and second floor, island view, third and fourth floor, ocean view. Then around the other side, those kind of more face directly out to the ocean. All 4 floors are ocean front. So that's kind of how the views are here at Marriott's Kauai Lagoons. Really, you can't go wrong with any of them, though the lower floors here won't really have great views out to the ocean. Something else I want to point out, this resort is actually pretty close to Lahui Airport. So in the afternoon, especially when those flights are coming in, we also have a lot of helicopter traffic. You're going to have some airport noise here at the resort with planes kind of flying, not directly overhead, but not too far away. And you also notice a lot of helicopter traffic, maybe not directly from the airport, but not too sure. We just noticed it a lot more here at this resort. Then in here, we do have the gas grills. I noticed a couple of them right here, and there's a few more just down there. Something I noticed about these though is they look like they're really rough shape. No stainless steel, kind of old-fashioned grill. This one was a little bit wobbly. You'd think high-end resort like this, they'd have better gas grills here, but maybe at some point they'll put in new ones. But of course, your standard gas grill, really clean. They clean them pretty much every day. And then from here, we do have great views out here to the mountains off in the distance. And then down here, what was actually supposed to be residential units, residential property, but you know, the market crash back in 2008, 2009 did away with all of that. Off in the distance there, I mentioned this earlier on, Timbers Resort originally was slated to be a Ritz-Carlton Residences. That too failed during the market crash. Eventually, this whole undeveloped land got sold off and has started to be developed again. We do have Timbers down there, really beautiful fractional property, a little too high end for me to be going over there. I was planning on doing a video there because somebody at one point did pay $1 million for a timeshare at Timbers Resort here in Kauai. If I do end up making that video, I will put a link to it right up here, but not sure if I'll ever get a chance to make that. Just imagine $1 million on a timeshare. They said it wasn't a timeshare, but really fractional, still just another form of timeshare ownership. Now that we've seen that, I do have a set of fire pits I want to show you real quick, and then we'll make our way back to the pool. Yeah, so here we are, 2 fire pits, fire pit 1, fire pit 2. Nothing too extravagant, but probably a really nice place to come and sit out in the evenings around a nice warm fire. Although this time of year it's pretty warm here in Hawaii. But yeah, set of fire pits right there. And now let's make our way back this way. We're gonna finally, eventually, make our way into the pool. All right, so this here is the one and only pool area here at Marriott's Kauai Lagoons. They do have a set of restrooms just up there. And over here, they kind of have a little pavilion where it looks like they maybe do some activities. Looks like they're serving smoothies here this morning. But then also over here, we have cornhole, giant Connect 4, and we have a really nice view over here, but we'll take a look at that in just a moment. But here is the pool at Marriott's Kauai Lagoons. Kind of a really nice, I don't want to style. It has the dark or black bottom to it, so it kind of looks like lava. Really cool kind of rock features. And they do also have a small water slide because they have an upper pool and a lower pool. So the water slide kind of just goes between the two. Not very long, but your kids might enjoy it. But now we've seen that right there, let's just take a walk over here and take a look at the view from the pool area here at this resort. Pretty fabulous view here to the mountains off in the distance, the bay right there, and also one of the fairways there for the golf course in the area. Yeah, really, really cool views from the pool area here. You can in fact maybe even turn some of these chairs around and look out at the view instead of looking at the pool. Now let's continue around the pool here. Take a good look at this. Really, really nice pool. We actually were using it yesterday. Not too cold, not too hot, almost just a perfect temperature. But now let's just go up these steps and we'll take a look at the upper pool next. Yeah, so here's the upper pool. You can see the water slide entrance right there. And they do seem to have plenty of lounge chairs with these kind of covered palapas. So plenty of shade here. Really, really nice area here around the pool. And so just one more look here at the upper pool, and then you can see the lower pool where I was just a moment ago. Now let's just continue around here. We do have a pretty good sized hot tub or spa. So yeah, really, really nice little hot tub here. So come out and take advantage of that, though I noticed in the evenings it actually gets quite busy. It was pretty full last night and more people kept arriving wanting to use the hot tub. If you want to use the hot tub, make sure you do it during the day, or you might need to kind of cram in there with all the rest of the other people in the evenings. Yeah, that is the hot tub. And they do have kind of a shower over here so you can wash off before you get in the pool and after you get back out. That there was the pool area. Let's continue out here. Maybe just something else I want to tell you real quick. Okay, so that was the pool. That has been Marriott's Kauai Lagoons here on the island of Kauai in Hawaii. Really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really does help with these videos. And if you want to see another video from here at Marriott's Kauai Lagoons, it is a 2-bedroom island view villa. You can check that out right here coming up next. Thanks for watching, and remember, until next time, the best destination is always a timeshare.